Good morning and welcome to English 100 Summer 2023. My name is Michael Zimmerman and I am your instructor. I typically go by Mr. Z. So what I wanted to do today is just give you a quick tour of our course, give you some important information, and get us started for the week and for the semester. So this is what your page will look like. This is student view. So I've set it up so we can see what we'll see when we log on. We have our home page, which launches us to everything else you'll need for the course. On the left, we have our home page, announcements, where I'll be posting important information week by week, modules where you can access all of the course materials and the assignments. Assignments, if you want to break them down that way, discussions, grades, syllabus, quizzes, people, okay? So the syllabus, actually, I have a tab here that will launch you straight there, and it's a live Google Doc, so if I need to make any adjustments, I will. But you can see all of our coursework here. As it says right away, all of the texts, meaning the readings and any other class materials, are provided by me, free of charge, okay? There's no textbooks that you have to buy, nothing that you have to purchase. Everything is included in the modules. Another important note, our class is split into 4 units, and they all cover specific yet recursive elements of the writing process, okay? So our basis is rhetorical analysis, which is just a fancy word for analyzing arguments. So we're reading nonfiction articles, we're analyzing them, and building on our skills in order to be able to critically assess and respond to nonfiction articles written by a variety of authors on a diverse set of topics. Okay, so the first unit, we're focusing just on summary. All right, the ability to read an article and distinctly and discreetly and succinctly explain the main ideas of the article, the claims, the support, the counter arguments, the limits, those types of things. So you're not adding your perspective yet in Unit 1, but you are practicing your ability to concisely explain what the argument is. Then we're going on to Unit 2, which is summary and assessment. There you're still providing a clear summary, concise summary, but you're also explaining what you see as a reader to be the strengths and weaknesses of the argument, okay? So you're adding a bit of your perspective, but you're keeping it very logical and based on, you know, what you see as the effective elements of the argument and maybe the less effective elements, okay? Then Unit 3 is all summary, assessment, and response. So we're building again, we're still doing summary, we're still doing assessment, and in this essay, in the Unit 3 module, we will be responding as well, meaning we get to kind of bring in our own perspectives in a bigger, more productive way, and providing not just personal experiences, but things that we think are interesting, important about the topic, about the issue that's discussed. So each of those 3 units culminates in a major essay. So we have 4 essays, 1 for each unit. The first 3, the readings are all provided in the modules. They're all linked in the assignments, okay? So you don't have to worry about finding anything to respond to. It's all in the units. For the 4th unit, though, you have to think about research. And that's going to be all based on something that you find compelling and interesting and that you want to pursue. So you may want to start thinking about that topic as soon as possible. Okay, this can be literally anything. If you look at our class readings, we have readings on gender identity, on entertainment, pop culture, Batman. We have stuff about living online and some of the challenges of living in an increasingly online world. But for Unit 4, you get to kind of take a crack at something that you find compelling and important. Okay, so keep that in mind. All the modules are on our Canvas homepage right now. Unit 1 is open. and I'll be opening Unit 2 shortly, because one thing we do need to take into account is that this is a very short class, right? We're doing essentially 16 weeks worth of work in 6 weeks. So that means our first essay is due at the end of week 1, and that gets me to thinking about our schedule, which I'll get to. You can see our breakdown for the coursework. We have essays, which are the cumulative assignments for each unit. As I said, we do have chapter quizzes and short writings that will be included in that. The quizzes for each unit are, you have as many attempts as you need. So don't give up if you don't get full score. Just keep going back and doing it until you get the complete points, okay? No late work will be accepted, except in cases of a serious need. You'll need to give me some kind of proof of necessity, right, for an extension, because this is such a short course. I don't want you to get behind, because what happens is there will be kind of a snowball effect, and that leads to disruption, delay, and just getting snowed under. So the schedule is broken down into weeks. Each week we typically have 3 due dates. So it's kind of broken down to a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule. My rationale for this is that it allows you to space things out. If you want to work ahead, that's totally fine. But in my own experience taking online classes, when the teacher has everything due at the end of the week, I find that a bit of an easy pathway to procrastination. So I want to try and avoid that, give you multiple due dates. You can work ahead, as I said, if you need to. Just make sure that you are paying attention to the readings. The readings are really important. They're all in the modules, and I'll show you that in a sec. But what I don't want is just, if you look on the right-hand side of Canvas, you'll see our to-do list, as we see right here. Don't just look at that, though, because it doesn't include the readings. So you need to go to the syllabus and take a look at what you should be reading, because you're not going to really understand the assignments and the necessary details for being successful on the assignments if you don't do the readings. And this is broken down week by week. As you can see, our first essay is due week 1. Essay 2 is due at the end of week 2. We have a little more time for essays 3 and 4, just because you're asked to do more on those. But it's a very fast-moving course. I've tried to make it doable with that in mind. So I'll be posting videos that I communicate important information in this tab, but the other tabs are broken down by module. So Unit 1, Summary, Unit 2, Summary and Assessment, Unit 3, Summary, Assessment and Response, and then Unit 4, Research. So if I click on Unit 1, we're good to go here. There's readings, right? So if there's no due date on it, that's all readings. So you need to be reading all of this stuff, right? The cool thing too, though, is if you don't want to just read it on the page, you can play it and listen to it, okay? So there are audio versions of the readings as well. So that makes it a little nicer if you're more of an auditory learner, okay? And so, as I said, I'll open up the modules as they become apparent. But as you can see, there's a quiz that's got a little icon there. And then there's some writing down here, brainstorming questions. Those help you kind of get ready and prepped for the essay. They're kind of like an outline, and a more involved outline, so they give you some ideas about what kinds of things you should be answering in your essays, how you might structure that. So pay attention to that, do a thorough job of that. And then the summary essay assignment is at the end of the module, okay? So I hope that provides you with some useful introductory information to the course. I look forward to working with you all, and never hesitate to reach out to me. My email is on the syllabus, or you can send me a message through Canvas. I will be checking my email daily, multiple times a day. So if you're feeling stuck or have questions, let me know. And yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. It's a lot of reading, it's a lot of writing, but it's all, I think, pertinent, important information. It will help you in this class and beyond in college. Okay, I will see you virtually soon.